Flight Test. I'm Josh, and this is Josh.
Hi.
And today we're talking about the A-10 Warthog.
Yes.
Hakuna Matata. And it's EDF, which stands for?
Electric ducted fan.
Which are these guys right here on the back end, kind of giving it the appearance of a badunkadunk. That's kind of cool. So what do we know about this thing?
It's awesome.
Yeah?
And furthermore, huh?
Is that the end of the show? It's awesome?
That's awesome.
Done?
That's awesome. Actually, this is one of my favorite foamies. The thing I like about it, the scale detail is amazing. You have two twin 75mm ducted fans.
Badunkadunk.
Yeah, and badunkadunk. And what was KV? I know you know that.
KV is 3900?
3900 KV. Now here's the cool thing. You have two 20 amp speed controls, and we actually put the HK101 on this. It's only drawing about 33 amps. So that they put speed controls to match nicely, have plenty of power range in there. And speaking of power, this thing does have it. Obviously with the two ducted fans, you get an enormous amount of power, and it flies like a dream.
Like a dream.
Like a dream, wow. Absolutely. Underneath the canopy here, you got a 3-cell 2200 milliamp battery pack. And just before we pull the canopy off, if you look at the scale detail, it is amazing. You have a nice matte finish, which gives a really nice scale. Planes aren't glossy in real life. You know, military planes are matte.
They're ugly. Oh.
They're not ugly.
Face
They're just matte. They're not made to reflect. It's all full camouflage.
Right.
And they really did a great job. And on top of that, there's a detail you really liked. What was it? Little flashing things on the wingtips.
Yeah, the lights out here. You got a red one and a green one.
Yes, yeah, just like scale. Nav lights going on there. Obviously, they're a few short, but hey, it's a nice thing to have. And when you're flying and maybe weather like this, maybe you'll even see it a little bit.
Yeah.
Here's the cool thing. Now, there are a couple downsides.
Okay.
Things that you guys need to know. This plane did need a little bit of trimming in the battery compartment. Let me pull this off here. The battery, I don't think I'll be losing this hatch. This is pretty good.
We'll see.
We'll see. Now, it does have magnetics, permanent magnets on the hatch, but one of these did fall off. We did have to re-glue it, so make sure you inspect that. And on top of that, the battery compartment needed to be chiseled out for the 3-cell 2200 to fit in nicely. Okay. So you do need to divot that out, and let's pull that out so you guys can see that. So that is one thing I strongly recommend, so your battery's not flopping around, getting good Velcro adhesion. Sure. So it's not moving around. Balance-wise, 3-cell 2200 balanced perfectly. Yeah. So that was a good thing. It's kind of weird balancing planes with the wings so far back, but if you put a 3-cell 2200 in there, especially a Turnigy, you're good to go. Okay. Along with that, you got a fixed landing gear. It is aileron and elevator, so what is it?
It's a bank and yank.
Bank and yank, you got it, but they did put a steerable nose gear on it, which is really, really nice. So you can taxi it around, you can move it with the rudder. And that's a good thing, because you definitely want to be able to taxi it around.
But there is no rudder.
There is no rudder, but the rudder does control the nose gear. Okay. So you can steer it around on the ground. The only other thing we had to do is the fan blade. Now this is a foam molded duct here on both of them. What do you call them again?
EDF?
Yeah, no, the badunkadunk.
That's not really what they're called though.
No, it isn't. If you look down in here, inside, you actually have some rub marks. That was because the fan blades were a little bit rubbing, and that's I'm assuming because the mold process probably made these a little asymmetrical.
There you go.
And I hate to say it, the way I did it is I revved it up, hoped the blades wouldn't blow apart. Proper way to probably do it is take it out, put it on a balancer, sand it off, keep it balanced, narrow down, take down a little bit of meat on the tips. Okay. But I think most people just rev it up real smoothly and let the thing kind of break itself in. Whatever works. Another nice feature on this for all you guys doing bumpy landings.
Springy.
It is springy. It actually has a spring-loaded landing gear in the front, so when you drop that down, it'll take a lot of the shock. It's really nice. Great. Really cool. That's cool. As far as assembly on this thing goes, it's amazing. The back ducted fans come as one assembly. That actually goes down and glues in. Okay. Use good glue. Use an epoxy or something going in there because you don't want it to come off. That'd be really awkward. Yeah, balance and everything. And let's go ahead and flip this thing over. Okay. We left the little covers off here so you can see how the landing gears are fastened in here, but those simply dial down into a hard mount and then 4 little screws and you're good to go there. Okay. The front nose gear is actually already pre-installed, so you're good to go. All right. And the wing holds down with 2 bolts. Now if you get a close look at this, look how tight the panel lines on this. Everything is so tight fitting and fits so nice. I didn't have to do one bit of trim on anything. I didn't have to adjust anything or try to fit anything. Just like you see it, it's how it came out, how it got put together.
Nice so it's craftsmanship.
Amazing quality. This is probably the best quality foam I've seen yet. Rear tail mounts with 2 screws too. And you make your servo linkages. All the push rods are pre-routed for you. And the servos are centered up from the factory. Great. So very little work. You'll have this thing flying, I always say an hour. Okay. We'll say an hour and a half.
We'll say that.
We'll say an hour and a half.
Let's say it. An hour and a half.
By the time your battery's done charging, it'll be about 90% there. Okay. Pretty cool? Great. Awesome. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and take this thing out and have some fun. Want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it. David's here. He's going to get some aerial footage of this bad boy. Yep. So, David, you all set up?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right, we'll get her in there.
Let's go. All right, man. Which way is our wind going?
You know what? It's kind of switching constantly. Okay. It's pretty windy day, even though it feels pretty good right now. But we're going to go ahead and keep down this way. All right. Now, for you guys out here, This does not have rudder, so taking off in a crosswind, you're gonna steer, but the second it breaks ground, it's gonna wanna crab into the wind. So just be prepared for it, because it is aileron and elevator. Speaking of that, we just tested those out. We got our throttle, and we're ready to go.
Okay.
You ready?
Do it.
As you can see, we have our friend David here, and let's have some fun.
All right.
There we go.
Take off. How's it feel?
It feels great. No trim needed. A little bumpy up there, but
turbulence.
Yep, the roll's really responsive, which I like. Turns real nice and tight, and handling, probably I'm guessing a 20-mile-an-hour wind pretty well.
Great.
So very cool. Let's take it in for a low pass. What do you say?
Sure, low pass is great. Careful.
It is really bumpy up there.
Now this is a plug and fly?
This is a plug and fly. It's EPO construction plug and fly, which means you need your own battery and you need your own receiver. So that's basically the extent of what you need. And other than that, you're good to go.
Cool.
Another thing I like is I've lost a lot of hatches lately. And,
yes, that's true.
Yeah, you've noticed that, haven't you? One nice thing about this is it does have a metal tab in the front, and not only does it friction fit with the foam, but it also has the magnets in there. So I don't think I'll be losing this hatch anytime soon. Yeah. Break my nickname, you know?
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
I think you have to have a few more good flights before that, but who am I to talk, you know?
Yeah, good point, good point. All in all, great park flyer. You can definitely handle it in a smaller area, but in a big open area, it is nice to wind it up and have fun with it. It tracks like it's on rails, flies virtually hands off. It's great. I bet you could even fly this thing, yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
We will see.
We will see. EPO construction's real durable, so I think even if you dork it, you're gonna be walking away and it's easy to repair, so.
Call me a dork.
I wouldn't call you a dork. Let's go ahead and bring it in for a landing here.
Okay.
Now when you do throttle back, it does have a nice glide ratio.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. There it goes.
There we go.
You might get some mail about that, but that's okay. Well, that's great, man.
You like that?
That's awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
Cool.
I'll tell you, it's a great flying plane.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, we want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Hobby King, for sponsoring this episode and distributing such a great plane.
It really is.
And also, we want to point out to you guys that we need some more subscriptions on YouTube. The more subscriptions that we get, the more people we have watching the show, the more stuff we'll be able to do. So more fun from you.
Yeah. More hatches I get to blow off airplanes.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks everybody for watching, and you want to go fly some more?
I want to put another battery in.
All right, sweet. Let's go.
Building a tricopter FPV plane, circular polarized is the way to go. That's going to be your most solid, reliable link.
Definitely.
Okay, to slow things down and back up a little bit, you have your standard ones here, but the problem is when they have good reception like this, but when you go to turn, is when you get like a small area that it connects, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and that's why you have this guy, because he sends out, this is the clover. It's a 4-leaf clover. It sends out a corkscrew signal, so that no matter which way.